What's up guys, Crypto Bera here, and Bitcoin is looking bearish, so this is the right moment for me to launch this channel right now. So yesterday I also opened a short position at 117.5k and closed it at 115k for a 100% profit because I saw some indicators in the chart that looked extremely bearish. So starting off on the weekly time frame, of course we have been trading in this upwards channel, but if you notice these orange lines here, you notice that we have a bearish divergence on the loom where we have higher highs in the charts but lower highs in the RSI indicator, meaning that we can expect some bearish price action either in the form of choppy sideways action or price movement that is heading to the downside. And not only that, but this exact bearish divergence was also visible in the previous top, as you can see right here, where once again we had higher highs in the price and lower highs in the RSI, which eventually led us to a double top with only downwards movement from there. And this was just one of these signals. So if we actually head over to the daily time frame, you can see right here that we are in a rising wedge, which of course means that we're also getting higher highs here. And at the same time, we're getting higher lows, but the lows are steeper than the highs, which means we are actually losing momentum. And the chance of breaking down to the downside is more likely than us actually breaking up and moving forward to the upside. And that is something that you can actually see right here because we broke through the rising wedge to the downside, which if we continue how that looks, we're actually going and moving towards a price target around 96k, which would be very bearish in this scenario. So if we once move back to the weekly, if we actually end up breaking it on the daily and going to that 95k level, we're also breaking this upward channel, which would be detrimental to the Bitcoin price and would be extremely bearish. Now zooming into the short term on the 4-hour time frame, things of course aren't looking that good as well, as we have a confirmed bearish divergence here that led us to have some downwards price action, and we're now actually in a downtrend on the 4-hour as well. So these lower time frames on the upcoming days are actually very interesting for us to see if we can reverse the trend, or we're going to be continuing downwards and actually hitting those lower prices in the Bitcoin price. Now let's move on to the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. And if this is the first time that you're seeing this, what you're seeing here on the screen is actually the liquidity, with the more yellow colors defining where the most liquidity is, and the more blue and purple colors defining where there's not a bunch of liquidity. And usually what happens here in this chart is that Bitcoin moves towards the price where you have the most liquidity. And as you can see right here as well, we have a bunch of liquidity sitting at the 114 to 112k levels, while there is not much liquidity currently on the levels above, which means we could be picking up some of the liquidity at the downside before we're making a possible trend reversal to the upside. However, for now, things are really looking bearish, so definitely be on the lookout for more downwards movement in the price on the short term. So once again, my name is Bera, and I'll see you in the next update where we will see how this event will turn out.